He
So
pretends to be a foghorn. So he goes he goes "Urgh."
that's my kin.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the New to Wrestling Podcast presents Devolve, where the WWE talent levels up and we slowly lose our minds trying to keep up. Hello,
Yes.
everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome. If you are new to wrestling, you are in luck. That is Kelsey. If you are not so new, you are also in luck because I'm here. I'm Xavier. I'm here to help you. I gotta figure
Yeah.
out a better way to say that because it comes off sounding so cocky every time.
I know. I feel like I should just I don't know, like you're like that's Kelsey. I'll be like, and that's I don't know.
It's fine,
You
but
guys let us know. You guys
yeah.
I don't know, you know that bitch, whatever.
Well, you're rolling with us. But for those of you who do not know, WWE recently has launched a brand new program called Evolve, hence the title of this new show, Devolve, because we will lose our minds trying to make sense of all of this. So essentially, the premise of Evolve is we have all of these, let's say, part NXT, part indie wrestlers, part people who were kind of really in the beginning journeys of their kind of wrestling careers, all kind of taking root in this one little magical place of learning called Evolve. And so
Hmm.
we figured because they're new to the WWE world, Kelsey's new to wrestling, period, that this would be a fun show to kind of uh, review, watch the unfolding, if you will. This will
Yes.
not be a every week occurrence. We'll watch. Well, right now we watched the first seven. Chances are we won't go seven
Wait
episodes
this long.
again.
Yeah.
But we had to get some things, some planning things out of the way first, and figure out what the show was even going to be. Um,
Yes.
if you are familiar with the other show, you know that we do essentially raw recaps as well as some behind the scenes, interpersonal life stuff on After Dark. This is going to be a kind of different flavor. This is a kind of taste of Evolve. We're not going to get into the nitty-gritty of what happens on every week because we're not going to review it every week. We're going to kind of review it in chunks. So we'll touch base on like ongoing storylines, people that stand out to us, um, when Evolve people evolve out of the program and into NXT or otherwise. I think it'll be fun. Um, Thoughts, initial thoughts.
Me?
We don't have to get into like
Obviously.
specific like peoples just yet, but just kind of the overall feeling of Evolve, watching the show. Thoughts.
The way I asked me, also, like, who else were you asking?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna call you out for that, but yeah.
Okay, so anyway, it's me again. No, I am I'm intrigued. I'm excited. I said this. I was like, I hope this doesn't sound like a read, but I said this to Xavier. I was like, I am excited for character development.
Yes.
Because I mean, again, it's cool to get into something at the ground level. Like, it's
Right.
really cool to get in at square one of a new organization. Like, that is really exciting to me. Like, because obviously WWE is so established, we're doing a throwback show about it. Like,
Right.
and like even ECW and WCW and even AEW at this point has kind
Right.
of like a history. So to see something from its inception and be able to see legitimately how characters in wrestling develop based on chemistry with other wrestlers, based on matches, based on whatever. Like, I'm actually really excited for that because at first I was like, I feel like every man has the same thing where it's like, I'm a big, strong man. I used to get in fights when I was young, and then one day I grew bigger than the bullies and started fighting back, and all my life
Right.
I've had to fight. Like it kind of feels so similar,
Right.
but it's because it's like we're on the ground level, like when we have to figure out like
Right.
who's having storylines with
100%.
who. So I'm really excited because I love to get the tea from the source, from the bottom, and get into the mix of it. So I'm psyched. And
Hell
the
yeah.
flavor is independent with a bigger budget, obviously.
Yes, yes. You can really tell it's essentially like if you were to describe the room, it is one very small um
Yeah.
kind of studio where you would shoot like a single set kind of show, like your cooking shows, your things of that
Yeah.
nature. It's that kind of studio. It
Yeah.
is one ring. It is set up with a very small entrance. You have like, one screen that is like the Titantron. And it's really kind of like make the most with less. Um,
Yeah, and I was gonna say too, because there's the crowd is something I've noticed. First of all, they film, I don't know if you guys have noticed, they film multiple episodes in one day
no,
because the first four episodes was the same crowd. And I
correct.
only noticed this because there was one couple wearing like bright, like teal shirts, and they were like right
Hmm.
in the front, and then someone else was wearing a shirt that I have that
Right.
I texted you about. And then the next like three episodes were also the same crowd. But
Right. Um,
I'm curious. Oh, sorry, you go. You
no,
go.
I was going to say, I think that is in part because these wrestlers are also still doing independent bookings on
So
their
it's
own.
like,
So
oh
they
yeah,
are they are encouraged by WWE to continue doing their thing on the independent circuit. So
I
they
love that.
also so I imagine the filming schedule is like WWE probably gives them like X amount of dates a month. They're like, "Hey, if you're going to do this program, clear your schedule for these. We're going to just film, 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 and you go on your merry way until the next date." You
And
know.
I love that actually. I think that's genius. And I think it also saves probably time, money, and like scheduling conflicts for
Right.
the wrestlers also so they can still go out and like get their bag. But it is interesting because the crowd feels so small. Sometimes I'm
Hmm.
like, that must be tricky.
It
Like
does feel
to
very weird,
get
a little
like
bit.
to get people like interested in you, like because even like in a arena a courtesy clap feels like a thunderous applause sometimes,
Right.
but like us like maybe 35 people, maybe 40 people,
Like
it's
max.
not a lot. And also I was like, where's my, I want to get the invite, like how do I get to be somebody in the
100%.
crowd at
100%. Chances are these are
Evolve?
people that, work for the company in some capacity or
Certainly, because
you know what I mean? Yeah.
it feels like they know, like some of them really know. A lot of people, I think at one point it did feel also too like maybe somebody's families were there, like maybe they got the
Right.
invite, who knows? But I was like, Evolve, give us a call, girl. I'm trying to be there. I'm trying to be next to the VIP and see the havoc that's going on. I love the idea of the VIP section. I think that's kind
I
of
was gonna
funny.
mention that. Yeah, I think it's funny. I will say I feel like we have to um I feel like they should implement some more rules around it. I feel like anybody
Yeah.
is just showing up in it, which is just
Yeah.
funny.
But I think
Um,
it's interesting to get wrestlers also interested in other matches. Like so they're not just like backstage. Not that they're not interested, like what do I know, but
right.
like to there's more like play involved there, I
Hmm.
think. And also I love the sorry, I'm really just like
No,
being
please.
tangenting. I love the face off. And
I agree. It's a new like kind of like take on it. Instead of having to do it like out in the ring, it gets a little
yeah,
bit more dramatic. You can kind of like really
the
like lean
sit
into certain
down.
things. Yeah,
The
I
sit
like
down
it.
of it all. And I feel like it kind of feels like a page out of like boxing or MMA because they
Right.
do like the press conference face off kind of thing. And I feel
Hmm.
like Pete Rosenberg has like kind of been more
That
involved in
vibe.
like that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much of that influence is there,
Hmm.
but I love the face off. I
Right.
think that's really fierce. Like, let's choose two folding chairs in a room and sit and talk about like why you guys are fighting.
Hmm.
What's the tea? What's the I love that method of storytelling, and I'm curious like how it's going to lend itself to other things in the future. Because the one between that's really jumping to mind is the one between Javier and Luca.
Right.
Crucifino, right? That's the
Yeah,
name.
it's Javier Bernal and Luca Crucifino.
Yeah, Javi with the body.
Javi with the
I
body,
got
big body
really,
Javi. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
God, I got really invested in their story, and part of it was because their face-off was so intense, I feel. And
Right.
Callie Armstrong's and Danny Palmer's I thought was
Right.
really good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the idea of the face-off. I think that's fun.
Yeah, so very good. So we touched on the VIP section, the face-off, the commentary team, very small. You mentioned what's his
Pete
face?
Rosenberg
And Robert Stone from former wrestler on NXT, kind of
from New Jersey.
Ava's flunky. Yeah, to Ava's flunky. Ava is the general manager of NXT. She is also the one that kind of like kicks off this episode
Yeah.
before Stevie is made the general manager, which I think is just fun. I love the dynamic between her and Robert
And
Stone, like just
yes.
hating each other. I anything to make it more fun, more light. I think Chewie is a just a fun
Love,
time. I think
love.
he's exactly who you want doing those ringside kind of like
Yes.
moments. I
He
think he
reads very from the independents to me. Like he can just cut it
yes.
up with anybody.
Right, yeah. He chops that chop, absolutely.
Yes.
And he just like I don't know, it just seems like a fun time. Feels like he know can read the room, knows the room. You know what I mean? Like there's just something like it is a small crowd, but he somehow manages to get them involved. And
Yes.
that's an impressive feat because again, there's like three of them, so
Oh,
we love to see
yeah.
it.
No, I love
But
Chewie. I was gonna say that too. Like he seems like the perfect kind of like in-ring reporter out like because even and I'm like really jumping ahead, but in episode 7 when they have the fatal four-way and
which
he
was
interviews
amazing, by
each
the
of the
way.
oh, which was so one of my favorite matches. One of my
Hmm.
favorite matches so far. Um the way he interviewed like each of the girls, I thought was really, really
Right.
great.
Hmm.
Yeah. I love him.
Yeah, great time. All right, guys. I'm going to kind of go through this first episode, kind of introducing, we're going to talk wrestler by wrestler. Not necessarily episode by episode. I'll name a wrestler, kind of the matches we've seen them in, the vibe, initial thoughts, and we'll go from there. So the first on my list I have is Sean Legacy. So Sean Legacy we
Mm.
saw in and this is in no particular order. This is probably in the order that they showed up on television.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so Sean Legacy, we saw him in week 1 in the three-man tag with Cappuccino Jones and Jack Cartwheel. And then we
Mm-hmm.
saw him in that one-on-one with Timothy Thatcher.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. So I one hate his hair. Sorry,
Oh,
man. It's just I just don't like it.
it's
Um,
bad, yeah.
but he did pick up that big victory over Timothy Thatcher. Timothy Thatcher is a former Evolve champion in the first kind of iteration of Evolve. Um, so nothing to sneeze at. Also, Timothy Thatcher spent some time in NXT. And I'm loving this like kind of range of experience that we're getting, which
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think is a
yeah.
lot of fun. Um,
Yep.
Sean Legacy just seems kind of like your typical like part high flyer, part beefcake. But we'll see what the personality is.
Yeah, because again, I was like, okay.
Right, yeah, it's like a good start. I think they want to do something with him if they're gonna have him beat a former champion. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
We shall see.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Definitely just like your like cookie cutter baby face.
Yes, certainly.
Um, Next, I have Jack Hartwheel and Cappuccino Jones. I lump them together because they have been lumped together
The
pretty
whole,
much
yeah.
every time that we see them. I
Yeah.
think they're a lot of fun. I think they're great fun. I think we love a high flying tag team. It's great.
That
I'm
cartwheel bitch.
personally not into the puns, but hey, everybody has
Uh,
their own thing.
yeah, I'm not into puns either. I love Cappuccino Jones. Please tell me where you got your pants or if you made them. Like, I love those pants. Fierce.
100%. Tell us
I love
more.
the idea of Cappuccino Jones
Right.
because also at first I thought it was Cappuccino Joe, and I was like, okay, like Joe, coffee, whatever. But Cappuccino Jones, you could be a jazz singer, you could be a businessman. Like I
Right,
don't, it
100%.
seems because at first it's like that character seems so boxed in, like it's just like I just drink coffee, like whatever. But I was like, actually, he could be like smooth,
And
like
right
Cappuccino
now, I feel like
Jones.
that's what it is, and I'm
Yeah,
waiting to see when that stops working and when he kind of like turns it into something else.
yeah. I like
Because
the name Cappuccino Jones, but I don't think like it has to be the whole shtick.
right,
Because
right. Because right now, based on like the few backstage moments we've seen, it's just like fitting in like coffee puns, and it's like, I get it, I get it.
yeah, but he could be
Uh,
like so smooth and
that's what I'm
like I
saying.
don't know. There's something there. There's something to it for sure.
100%. I could picture like him like coming to just like single spot velvet like curtain like comes out in like a suit like a pinstripe like an
Yes,
oversized pinstripe
yes, yes.
and he's
And
like
also
I'm
like
Cappuccino Jones. So
even a
you're like
tiny
ooh,
espresso, like those little porcelain
absolutely with
ones,
the little
just
cup, a
yeah, like
little
very cute.
little demi-tasse cup, so
Oh,
cute.
is he a barista girl? I
That's so
don't
woo.
know.
Love that. Love that. Love that.
Yeah,
So
I think there's something there. I do.
unfortunately, they haven't really been on their winning ways too
No.
frequently or at all, actually. But hopefully, they turn that around.
Carmel Jack is turn also though. Like literally.
No,
But
literally,
I have, and he's got that little, it gives short king. He's got that
right,
little compact body,
right,
just a
100%.
spring.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
just a spring. Like in the sense it kind of, and completely different styles, but like kind of reminds me of Rob Van Dam in terms of like attitude, like in terms
The
of
spring on him is very
compact
similar.
and very springy. But
Right,
I just, that type of athleticism always like shocks me. It gives
right.
Cirque du Soleil for me. Like I'm really just like I am the spectator. Like what? Like to me it just gets me.
I
Even if
love that.
like there's maybe we need some more like character things. Just the style that style of wrestling always makes me like shock and awe. It really
Love
gives
that.
me.
Love that. Next, I have Kendall Gray.
I
Kendall
love Kendall
Gray,
Gray.
is she the
Sorry.
one? Is she?
No.
Okay. I also I have a note that's just like she's one to watch. I think she's one that's like uh I think people will overlook her based on some of the
Yes.
other flashy personalities.
Yes.
But based on her performance in one, the tag team match, but also in the
The
Fatal
fatal
Four
four
Way,
way literally
she
just got chills.
she is
Turn.
phenomenal. That is work, honey. Good for you. Good for
Oh
you.
my,
One
I
I'm gonna
so
keep an eye on. I think once we get a little
absolutely.
we fine tune what the personality really is, but damn.
Because y'all are gonna hate it, but I would actually love it if she was real, like really committed to being a heel. And I was saying this to Xavier when I was in Philly last. I was like, what I love about Kendall Gray is that when I first was talking about first met her character, and she was like really, really kind of pushing against. I think it was Carly Bright, like who
Yes.
was literally like the name says it all. Carly Bright. She's a cheerleader. She's like bubbly. She's bright. She's whatever.
Right. Exactly.
And
Exactly.
the and she's really pushing against like no, I'm not here to make friends, whatever.
Right.
I think in this day and age, in this 2025 era, one of the biggest heel things you can do as a woman is be a like not a girl's girl. I like, you know what I
Mm,
mean? Like
yes.
people get ripped to shreds on, oh, she's not a girl's girl, she's not a girl's girl. Like they say it all the time on like reality shows like Love Island and all that stuff too. And I was like,
Hmm.
if she leaned into that, like, oh, I'm like, and not even necessarily a pick me girl, but just like, oh, I like everyone's my enemy, including women. Like, I don't know,
Right.
like, there's in this day and
She's
age,
like,
that's
I'll
like a
step on your
real,
head. Like, I'll step on
yes,
your head to get on
that's
top.
a
I don't
real
care.
heel angle you could go for that would really rub people the wrong way in like such a catalyzing way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm very curious to see which way she goes because there's this almost like reluctant friendship between her and Carly Bright, which I actually don't like. Like, I don't want them to be like sugar and spice. Like, I want her to be like, no, get away from me.
No,
I'm
yeah.
here to win,
Right.
you know?
hmm
So
I
I want to watch for certain.
100%. Another one to watch and seemingly so feels the Evolve higher ups is Callie Armstrong,
Oh,
getting the most TV time, getting the most out of her. She's butt into a match. She like on commentary, she's had a face off. She wins this fatal four way. She loses her initial tag team match, but that is the catalyst of her whole character,
yeah,
basically, from that point. And to me, feels like the most fully formed like
character.
character in the women's division right now.
I
Other than I want to say like Wendy Choo, who's already been established in NXT. Um, but I want to say like Callie Armstrong, like I feel like I could pluck her and drop her in NXT tomorrow and I get it.
yeah,
And it would make sense.
she immediately made an impact on me. I mean, she's first also not for nothing gorgeous.
Right.
Gorgeous, talented. She's and I will say for being so young, she's pretty good on the mic. Like it's
Yeah.
and like obviously they're not doing like
Yeah.
huge crazy speeches and stuff
And I
yet,
like
but
it. And I
like
love the it's simple, it's two words. I'm different. And it
I'm
works.
different. Yeah,
You
I'm
say it
different.
enough, and people start to buy into it. And she kind of just like knew that and stuck with it. And just like after everything she did, she's like, I'm different. And now you're like, oh, and now you get it. You're like, oh, she is different. Damn.
She is different. And the best part about that is like I'm different being like a catchphrase for you. You could take that anyway. I'm different as in I'm evil. I'm different as in I'm better. I'm different as in
I'm
I'm
not
more
like you.
talented. Like you
You know,
could take it
right.
any way. Like it's the perfect little just like perfect
You can
thing. Like
drop it
it's just
anywhere. It
it's
works.
awesome. Yeah, I love it. And like you said, the screen time, she's interfering at good moments. Like I just and the idea of like I would have won if I hadn't had to be partnered with some whatever, like, but I did that because that's my job. Like I don't know. I just
Right.
like it. I like the conflict
Right,
of
right,
it.
right. And I liked that face off where she was talking to Danny Palmer, who's next on my list. But she was just essentially, she's like, that's a loser mentality. And you're
Boop!
just like, boop, like crazy. You know what I
Because
mean?
yeah, and like talking about Danny Palmer, I love her too. Also
Mm-hmm.
gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Very like flippy dippy woo woo,
Right.
but also she is kind of like she it's a great face off because like you said it's like that's a loser mentality like you're here like oh I want to we don't it's not that deep it's not we're here to grow and evolve and she's like yeah like and not like I'm not evolving by being friends with you like it's
She's
like
no,
a
she's like,
great
she's like, I'm not, she's trying to evolve like as
beyond
yes on top, you know what I
yeah
mean, where it feels like the argument from Danny was like, oh, like we're just, like we're learning, you know what I mean, like it's chill, like, but
yeah
Callie's like, oh, you're playing games, I'm not playing games.
yeah, you're playing, and if it is
You're
games, you're playing checkers and I'm playing chess, bitch. Like
right,
I'm trying to be on top, but like you're trying to learn and evolve, and I'm already like fully formed in a big way. Like I'm just
right,
trying to move up.
100%.
Like so but again, it's like you can so good because you can sympathize with Danny, where it's like obviously it was an honest mistake, and obviously she's not trying to like enemies on the first day,
Right.
but it's like. But also, like, I don't know. I like it because you can really argue either side. It makes
Right.
for good television.
I agree. I agree. Next we have swipe right. So that's Ricky
Ugh.
Smokes and Brad Taylor. I
It worked
as
on me.
Yeah, listen, I think as far as the men go, probably the most fully formed characters.
Absolutely. And again,
So,
it worked on me because at first I was like, I hate this. This is so annoying. And I was like,
right.
well,
But that's
yeah,
it. You know what I mean? They're
yes.
supposed to be these like grating Gen Z douchebags. Like that's the whole
Hondos.
character. Exactly.
Hondos.
And
And
it
it's
works. And it's like
yeah.
I will say I think WWE also thinks this because they already had an NXT championship match on NXT like very recently. Did they
Whoa.
lose? Yes. But
Yes.
again, we know that that's for them to kind of like see how they hold out, like how they show up.
Yes.
They've been a tag team for a while. And it's just a character you can kind of just lean into. It's just like douchebags.
Plenty of material there.
Plenty of
It's
material
it's
there.
the
Yeah.
same in the same way that like one of the worst things you can be in this day and age as a woman is a pick me girl or like not a girl's girl. This is the worst type of man you can be.
Right. It's exactly that.
So it's like, yeah, like that's like the perfect way to lean in because it literally rubbed me the wrong way. I was like, this is horrible and I hope this doesn't last. I hate them. And then I was like, oh, so it
Right.
worked.
Right. Exactly.
I want to see them. And they're a great tag team. They're
They're
really
really good.
great.
And it's crazy because like I think Brad Taylor's like 20 years old. Like
It's
it's
insane.
so there's only upside to like the thing is if they're this good this young, like sky's the limit. Like if they
Yeah.
stay on their grind, like hey, who knows what they're going to become or
Yeah.
what this could turn into. But
Certainly.
I'm enjoying it so far because it's just grating. It's just that
They're great heels.
you want to see them get beat up. That's what you want. That's the Dominic Mysterio effect. Like you just want to see him get beat up. You know, you
Yeah.
just
And it is at this time in our regular show, it's kind of the New Age Outlaws for me.
right,
Like they're so entertaining and they're so engaging. But you're like, God, I just want you to get beat up
right,
so bad.
exactly.
And they do it so well.
Mhm. So, from there, we're gonna go to Jackson Drake, who's kind of been associated with Swipe Right. I
Right.
enjoy Jackson Drake. I don't think we've seen
Enough.
enough of him in Evolve. I've seen a lot of his stuff in like the indies.
Oh, okay.
So
I love his tattoo. I know that's like off topic, but the one on like
oh,
his
yeah. Well,
riblets.
his like moniker's the Carolina Reaper, which
Yeah.
I like. I think is just a
Love.
cool name. He's been aligned with Swipe Right. He's been endorsed by Hall of Famer Arn Anderson, so nothing to sneeze at there. Um,
Damn.
the guy is very technically sound for his age and has been wrestling for a long time, considering how young he also is. To
Mm.
me, the association with Swipe Right feels more about their age than about anything
Mm.
else.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how
Mm-hmm.
long that like actually lasts. But who knows? They may just like include him in Swipe Right for all I know. So
Who
we'll see where he
knows?
goes from there. He has a singles match, I think, in the next episode. So we'll actually get to see more of him and
I
kind of
would love
a
that.
little
I
bit
would.
more of a taste. Next, we are going to go on to the big bad booty daddy, Keanu Carver.
Girl.
That man's is crazy.
Wow. God. I also want to say in Evolve, it's a lot of animal print and it's a lot of sparkly, shiny
Yeah.
things. A lot of animal print, though. I'm not mad at it. It's
But
just a
remember,
lot.
we're these are independent wrestlers bringing their independent wrestler gear.
Absolutely, they are. A lot of socks over boots, felt socks over boot, like to cover the shoe for to
Hmm.
match it. And you know what? Listen, I
You
love
do
to
what
see
you
it.
gotta do.
A
We all gotta
safety
start
pin in a
somewhere.
dream, a safety pin in a dream, and I love to see it.
Amen.
Dude, I think Keanu Carver is one of my favorites in terms of the men at this point. I
Yes.
mean, because I believe him. Like when everyone is saying, like, oh yeah, I used to fight when I was a kid. No, this man scares me. His name Keanu Carver. What a great name.
Right.
And just those little tiger short God. And he
He's
has that like move thing where he comes out and he does the yeah, like and
right.
steps
Yeah.
forward. Oh
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
I
Big
love
boy.
him.
Big boy.
And
Super athletic. His pounce is a thing of beauty, first of all. Been
yeah.
absolutely wrecking shit all over Evolve.
I literally
And
wrote like Keanu Carver wins whatever match. Oh, against Trill London. Rock Trill London shit is what
no, literally. And really,
Woo.
he's as far as the men's division goes, he's been that girl. Like everybody wants a piece of that girl. So you know what I mean? You are when everybody's got your name in their mouth. And it seems to me like everybody wants to talk about Keanu Carver and coming after Keanu Carver and this, that, and the
And
other.
me
Luca did
too.
it. Harlem Lewis did it.
Oh,
So
Harlem Lewis pisses me off, but we'll get there.
we'll get there.
God, yeah,
Um,
but love Keanu Carver, definitely one to watch. I'm so intrigued by him. He seems very established too for
I
being
agree.
so
So
young.
I also don't. I have a feeling like Keanu is not long for Evolve. Fair.
Like he's gonna move on.
I think he's gonna move up
There's something about
sooner
him,
rather than
right?
later. There's star potential, and like um the current champion of NXT right now is Obafemi, who is a very similar like body type style.
Mm,
Just a huge menacing man. But chances are Obafemi will also be making his way to the main roster. Therefore, there will be a spot to kind of, move things
take.
along.
Oh,
So,
wow. I would
I don't, my predictions is Keanu's going to be one of the first one that like pops out of.
pops up.
Mhm.
Word. Either, yeah, there like you could just tell there's something about him. Like he got that
Right.
flavor.
Right. So next we have Trill London. Trill London, former NFL player, been very mostly compared to Jeff Hardy. Um,
Hmm.
but honestly, we haven't really seen too much of Trill, or at
And the
least too much offense out of Trill. The stuff we have seen is very
he
creative and very flippy, very fun. But
also keeps getting his ass beat.
that
Like
that
bad.
so yeah, so I mean maybe that's because he's very inexperienced. Typically the people that are new to wrestling end up doing the jobs.
They're getting the bumps.
So we'll see one to like hold keep an eye out. Not for nothing, but Jeff Hardy's
Jeff
one of my
Hardy,
faves, so like if
absolutely.
you're
I
gonna
thought
throw
that
around
too.
that comparison, I want to see something. Like
Yeah, no, certainly. And it's funny when they said that again in episode 7, I literally was like, oh, that's right. I was like,
mhm.
I was like, okay, I gotta like remember to like tap in, clock in.
Yeah, that's literally why I like after I finished watching, I was like, I have to go through like person by person because I don't remember what just happened.
Yeah.
So from there we have Luca Crucifino, who we've already mentioned, but he is the consigliere of the D'Angelo family on NXT, so he is somebody who um the D'Angelo family is kind of going through a big kind of implosion on NXT currently. So I think moving him down to Evolve was a way to kind of protect him from not having anything to do once the family is no longer a family. I think this
Her.
allows him to kind of figure out who he's going to be without the family.
I
Um,
see. That makes sense.
yes, because this weekend, WrestleMania weekend at NXT Stand and Deliver, the family imploded. So, more
Heard.
on that. He was kind of sent down to Evolve to kind of keep tabs on everything, and I kind of like that.
I do too. Oh,
I
I
kind of
love
like that,
it.
like story. You know what I mean? Like that seems very
Love.
like mobby to just say, oh, I'm gonna send one of my flunkies over to this organization, just make sure nothing's getting too crazy. I know what's up.
Yes. Absolutely. Because his whatever relationship he has with Javier, I was like, ooh, girl. I was like, you're messing with the family, you're hurting the family, like the
right,
family's backing you and you're not coming through. Like that story sucked me right in.
right,
I was like, ooh,
right,
girl,
$100%.
I'm
Um,
clocked into whatever that is.
Unrelated note, babe, absolute babe.
Wait, who? Luca or
Luca,
Javier?
Luca.
Uh,
I Yeah,
almost everyone in here is good looking, but yeah, Luca is gorgeous.
right. Yeah, I was
And
like,
the way he wrestles in loafers and
right,
like
is insane.
I think I literally wrote at one point like not the loafers girl. Yeah, not in the loafers.
Yeah, I
I
was like,
like
lawyer suit is my no. I was like, why? He comes out in
I
a
mean,
full like three piece, and the top part is just like basketball pants esque vest that he just like rips off,
and I mean
and then he wrestles
honestly,
in like slacks
slacks
or
with
like
a
slack,
belt,
like that. I imagine it's that like golf pant material. Yeah.
which I hate actually. Like I
No,
hate that.
100. No, yeah, it's a very hydrophobic.
Whew,
Uh,
hydro girl.
What'd
I,
you call me?
would you
So
girl,
stupid.
we're only 1 month away from June. You better tone your watch your tone. But
Who you
I
yelling at?
I love that we're gonna develop his character then. I think that's so fierce. But the idea, I mean, listen, mob storylines never run amiss. It's the
No, it's
tale as old
great.
as time. It always gets the people going. Like
100%. We love to see it.
love to see it. Yeah,
And
gorgeous,
maybe
gorgeous man.
we are a little biased because we are from
Because
Jersey, where it
I
is,
was like, I
The
still have an
Sopranos and
uncle,
whatnot. But
still have an uncle who is missing. I don't
so, more on that. can't wait to see like what he turns into. He's got nothing but upside, so we'll see.
Period.
Next I have Riley Osborne, who is another person coming from NXT to kind of find their way again. Riley Osborne is a high flyer who was a part of Chase U. Chase U
Hmm.
had a implosion, as we know, when Ridge Holland brought them tag team golds. They lost tag team gold. Ridge Holland basically beat up everybody in Chase U, and then officially disbands all of Chase U when he beats Andre Chase. So that leaves Riley Osborne out in the cold. So he is out here trying to find out what his next move is. Um, he's just like a typical, to me so far, typical like high flyer,
Mm-hmm.
interesting gear with all the cutouts in the
Yeah.
sides.
I know. I was like, he's a little slutty with it.
Yeah, I agree. But other than that, like I don't really know. We haven't really seen much as far as like we've only really seen him in the ring. So I don't really know what to make of what his character will be.
Yeah, I'm like looking at my notes and I don't have
Have
like that
much. Yeah.
much about him, but again, like
We
we're
haven't
still
seen much.
haven't seen much.
Next, we have Oro Mensa. Great. Also, he is coming from NXT UK, which shut down over COVID due to COVID.
Mm,
Fun. He's also another one trying to find his way, coming from another organization, trying to make his way back into the NXT or the WWE kind of pool.
mm-hmm,
Super athletic, fun hair. His offense is like really innovative.
mm-hmm.
He's lots. I think he did a wow. What did he do over the top rope, which doesn't normally happen? I don't know. He's
Oh,
good at,
he did a Michinoku driver, I think, too. Or
right.
was
No,
that
he did.
he did, yeah. And I
But
went like, oh, I know what that is.
I love that. I love that for you so much. But yeah. So just another one. We'll see. We haven't really seen him talk much, so again, not much personality wise that we know of. Harlem Lewis.
Hmm.
Go ahead.
Well, okay. It's not, first of all, I will say this. Great ass.
Yeah, good for him.
Great ass. I just don't know. And obviously he's establishing himself as a heel,
Hmm.
but there's just something, and I feel bad. Sorry to this man's. There's something about it I don't like.
Don't like or don't believe.
Ooh, ooh. That's a great question. It's not that I don't believe it because he obviously, I mean, like he's been in a few matches and he's really putting the paws on people and he's really beating people's asses.
Right.
And he's like out, I mean, immediately one of his first things is he beats Braxton Cole and then challenges Keanu or
Hmm.
challenges whoever and Keanu comes out and that's my
Right.
boy.
Right.
But there's just something about it. I guess you're right. Like it does kind of feel like not unbelievable, but it's just like why, how, when, why. I don't like the character itself, I think is
Right.
like
Well,
just
he's the character is just like aggressive and like the whole thing is like he hates like lazy and soft people. It just seems like
oh
the
yeah. I was like, there's
he
something
just
I don't like.
seems I think it's because he's like the character that he is just like the worst kind of man. Do you know what I mean? Like
Like
if
he's
you were
a
to
he's
run
a
like across this man like in public, it's like someone that's just like wants to start a fight with you for no
girl,
reason.
he's from Long
Like
Island.
right.
You don't think I know about him? Ugh, you date one man from South Shore of Long Island, you date them all. I
God damn. Woo!
Why are you fighting with that man? He didn't look at you funny. Please, can we
Ugh,
go?
can we go? Crazy.
And also I think I don't know why this is such a pet peeve of mine. This is so stupid. Please understand I know this is stupid. His name is Harlem Lewis, but he's from Long Island. Harlem is not in Long Island, girl. I don't know. I just
I get
like
that.
you can
I
be
get that.
Merrick, you can be West what is it? Whatever, it doesn't matter. But like be something else. I don't know. I just
Get me a geographical name, please. No, I don't know. We'll see.
I forgot he said he's like, I work hard and I don't like soft people and
Right. You
you
know what I
gotta
mean? Like
grind every day.
right, right. It's just like cool, bro. You're locked in. We're all impressed. Like
Yeah, I don't know. And maybe that's because it's working on me. Again, it's like
Yeah,
kind of like
again,
swipe right. Like maybe he's just rubbing me the wrong way. I don't know. I just it's meh for me. Like I don't I'm sorry, sir. I just don't get excited to see him.
right. Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry.
Next I have Braxton Cole. Not much there. Just think very large blonde amateur college wrestler. Yeah. Yeah. Next, we have it's Gall. Don't know much about him other than he is a loudmouth ginger and he got his ass kicked by Keanu Carver. He
Yes,
got
I
beaten
literally
up. That's
I
all.
was
That's all I got.
and I don't think we've seen him again since, right?
I maybe I don't know. I not
I
in any like
it's Gaul.
right.
The
It's
Gaul.
gone is what it
It's
is.
going, gone.
So we'll see. I don't know. I would love to know more. He seems like the kind of person you just love to hate, the way that like the Miz is, or that Logan Paul
Mm,
is, just like easy to
mm,
hate. So we'll
certainly.
see. Um, Next I have Smiley Kylie Ray.
I
Um,
know her. I've
you
seen
do
her
know her.
about,
She's
yeah,
been around. She's been around
yeah,
in
yeah,
TNA. She's had a brief stint in AEW. She's been
yeah.
in NWA. She's all over the independents. Someone who's been in wrestling for a hot minute and has really taken the long route to get here. But
I know her vignette was almost like a read, where it's like she's about to age out and this is her last chance.
they
And I
really
was
were
like,
like
they really
laid it on thick.
like
100, 100.
I was like I
They're
was
like,
like,
damn,
let
she's
her
not
get
dead.
up.
Could
I
you
was like,
stop eulogizing her,
I
please?
swear it's like they were saying like like the bones made of glass. Like every morning she breaks her arms and every night she breaks her legs and then when she cries breaks her own heart. Like I was just like, girl, like she's not even that old.
It's so ridiculous.
God, they made
Uh,
her sound like a senior
I
citizen.
know,
Crazy. And
crazy.
also being in all those different organizations, like running through the independents, like making a career out of wrestling without like that's not nothing to sneeze at. Like
Right.
just because she hasn't like won the WWE championship doesn't mean her career is not valid. Do you know what I
Well,
mean? Like,
that's the WWE for you in a nutshell. But
right.
so she's
Hashtags.
been around. She has been literally
Hey
she
girl.
has been the target of Wendy Choo and just kind of the mind games that is the living breathing Chucky doll.
I love
Um
her.
so I will see. I don't think we've seen enough of her on Evolve to judge. I think um for me I'm not super interested. I haven't
Wendy
really been.
Choo?
No, in Kylie.
Okay, because I was like, girl, what?
No,
No,
Wendy
I
Chu
know.
cracks me up.
Well, because okay, so Kylie Ray, for me personally, rubs me the wrong way because I hate optimism.
You hate optimism. Oh my, because she is just white meat baby face. You hate her.
And God bless, like she is, and I
And you know
do
what?
not
That is
mean this,
because you are a born again child of the Attitude Era where white meat baby faces don't exist.
girl, everyone is an anti-hero. Thank
Right.
you. But there is a market for that. Like, and I don't mean this as a read, but there are people who put the live, laugh, love sign in their house. Like,
No
that's what
one,
they want. Like,
that's what they
there
want.
is a crowd for that. It's just not me. I'm so sorry. I just am like, there has to be more. What are your deep, dark secrets? You can't possibly actually be this happy.
Thank you.
Frightens me.
Really and truly. And so from there, we're gonna move on. So we have Zakar. I think I have that.
Zara Zacher?
That's the one.
Zara
The
Zacher, I
petite
think.
powerhouse. She gets an upset victory over Kylie, which leads to a kind of like respect friendship. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
One of
I
those.
like it.
Yeah, it's cute. You're like, all right. I
I like
just
Zara a lot.
right.
Zara. Oops, now I don't know. I will say, girl, if you ever hear this, we got to stitch the suspender onto the like she has the suspender fit. Love that. And at first it was so like staying on so intensely. I was like, "Oh, she must have stitched it to her wrestling thing so it doesn't whatever." And then as the match was going on, it was going like, "Girl, one little stitch, lock it in."
Lock it
Or
in.
again, safety pin in a dream. Because I love the suspender shorts and like I think her outfit is so cute and I think she's so talented. Again, petite powerhouse is the perfect name for her. I'm very
Mhm.
interested in what Because right now, because she's with Kylie Ray, I'm just like, it's more like we're in this the
You can go.
optimism soup, and I don't care.
Right.
I will say no to the soup du jour, thank you. But I'm curious, like she's very talented. Like I'm
Right.
very excited to see her do other things.
Love that. Love that. Love
Yeah,
that. All right, so next we have Javier Bernal, Big Body Javi. This one's going through like an internal crisis.
I love it.
He's really trying to figure out, he's trying to find himself.
I love it.
Yeah, so we saw him kind of on the tail end of a losing streak. He dropped the Big Body Javi jacket. We see him really kind of be like, okay, like what's next? What is next? We'll find out. I'm hoping it involves a haircut. Might just be me though.
Me at this time, no. I don't want like I think it would lend itself to his character if he just suddenly shaved the head, but I kind
Right.
of like the hair at this moment, but that is my
That is I
vice.
feel like that is yeah. I feel like
That is
you.
that's a character failing of mine, but I here's why I like him. One, I think he's just interesting in terms of how he tells a story, like in the ring, out of the ring. Again, that face off between him and Luca Crucifino, I was seated.
Hmm.
I was so interested in whatever beef that they had or whatever they were trying to work out. And I'm pretty sure he hasn't won a single match yet in Evolve. And like we were talking about with Cody Rhodes, how he's so good in the chase. Like it's giving me, ooh, I just gotta chill. It's giving me that feeling of like how many more losses can he take before like something like really changes. And I feel like we're on the precipice of this huge like character
Metamorphosis
development
for
for
him,
him.
yeah.
Yes, and I'm so curious to see what that is because even though I didn't really know him before this, I got just enough of a taste. I feel like they played it well enough that I was like, oh, like
Okay,
he
so this is
needs
where he
to,
was, or the like, what's
yes.
next?
And like what's next, and like just like I'm really excited for that evolution again because I feel like he's a great like verbal storyteller in terms of like being on the mic or doing promos or whatever, and
Hmm.
also in the ring like he's a really good seller.
Right.
I'm just there's something about him I'm very locked in about, and I could not really explain why.
Love that. More to come. More to
Yeah.
come. Next I have Gallus. So that is going to be Joe and Mark Coffey as well as Wolfgang. I love the Gallus boys.
Love,
I
love,
love
love, love,
Gallus.
love, love, love,
Gallus
love, love, love.
is from NXT UK originally as well as NXT. I love the Gallus boys. They are hard
Honey.
hitting, no nonsense. I will break your face first and ask questions later. It is amazing. I love
And
them.
they are all built like brick shit houses.
Mm,
Just dense cubes of men. Like
love them.
they are literally like the steak frites. I swear. They're so
Steak frites is crazy
cubed
work, but
and
I
beef.
love that.
It's the beef cubes, like a
Oh,
seasoned beef cubes. Like I don't know. They're just
so good.
oh,
I
and I
love them.
believe them. I believe that they are getting in back alley brawls behind the pub in Glasgow. Oh my God, the
No
Gallus
ifs, ands, or
brother.
buts about it. You know
Oh
it.
my God, I believe them, and I just believe that they're like did you just say? And it's like
Correct.
nothing, I swear, like, and
Nothing,
they just
nothing.
punch you for good measure, even though all you did was sneeze. I love it. I
Thank
love
you.
it.
No, I agree. I love
Obsessed.
Gallus. I fully believe they are there to add the experience factor, to really like teach these people like, and not for
Mm,
nothing, I also think they're there to kind of shake some people who aren't going to make it. You know what I mean? I think they're the kind of people you get in a match with and you realize very quickly whether you want to be a professional wrestler or not.
I think that's a great point. I think that's a
Because
great
even though
point.
I'm sure they are safe, you know them boys work stiff.
You're taking hits, girl. You're taking bumps, Diva,
Because they are just big boys and
they're
they throw their whole body at you.
and they're not gonna intentionally hurt you, but
Right.
you're still gonna feel it. Like
Right.
you're still
You're
gonna
gonna know
feel
you
it.
were in a match with Gallus. Let's so you know what
Oh
I mean?
my
I
God.
think it's kind of like because they are already tag team champions. I think they're looking for that little extra something that's gonna actually get them on the main roster.
Yeah,
So
I love them.
love that.
Excited to see more of them relentlessly.
100%. Wendy Choo, love her.
Wendy
Love
Choo,
her, love her,
she's my
love
favorite.
her. Real life Chucky
Sh-
doll.
She is my favorite. I told Xavier, I was like, I don't know if you're gonna expect who my favorite is women in terms of the women wrestlers, who my favorite is, but it is Wendy Choo. I didn't know she was from NXT.
Love
Hashtag new
that.
wrestling. But I love her, but it explains her character is so fully developed. But I love that her character is like it's real life Chucky doll, but it's also like your sleep paralysis demon. It's like
Mm-hmm.
there's something. And what I said, what I wrote from this last episode was like, whoa, I got so excited. I was like, "Brrr." What I love, my voice literally gave out. I was like rapid fire, so excited. What I love about her, that bitch always knows where the cameras are. She always knows where the cameras are. You guys, I'm telling you, watch her next time. She always immediately is like, she
Boom.
knows exactly where the cameras are. And obviously, wrestling, you're playing to the crowd, but this is Evolve, girl. This is WWE. Know where the fucking cameras are. She literally, do
Hey,
you know
yes,
what I'm
girl. Yes,
saying? Do you know
girl.
what I'm saying? Like she stares deadpan and there's not even a moment where she's looking around trying to find it. She heat seeking missile.
Right.
She's
Love it.
just her character is good. She is talented. She is in like she just sells it to me. Like
Hmm.
I'm so interested. Like and it gives like don't wake the sleeping giant. Like she's like
Mm.
asleep and then you mess with her and she's like the eyeball that like
Right.
I don't know. Like oh, I just love her.
Yeah,
I think she's so good.
Wendy's here because she's kind of been on the losing end of a couple big title matches. So she's kind of here to kind of like refine her footing, get her head on straight, find new ways to mess with people, and get back at it.
Girl, who
So,
wrote the note? I was back at the Jersey Shore. I was like,
who wrote
who
the
wrote
note?
the note? Youth
Amen.
guys.
You
Youth too.
youths.
Youth too.
Amen. Next I have Brindley Reese, an NXT alum,
Energy.
also the Brennergy, the fitness freak. This one is just kind of this feels very a la the golden era of wrestling where everyone was an
Mm,
occupation. You know what I mean? She's a fitness trainer. She's a you know what I mean? Um, and that's kind of just like where we're at now. And like, and that, but that's baseline. That's baseline
yeah,
where we're at.
it's so
Uh,
true. And I love her sparkly shorts. I love her fit.
yeah,
I
it's
she
very,
is
yeah, it gives very like, I just came out of like a on the beach like Zumba class in Santa Barbara. You know what I mean?
okay, okay, yes.
Like,
Paint me that picture. She's roller skating in San Diego or like
right, 100%.
wherever, South Beach.
Yeah,
I
it's Barbie and Ken when they first end up in the real world, you know?
Yes. Oh my God, 100%. And that is not a read. I love that.
Right,
I will say I understand when people do characters like this because they have something to lean into while they work into like whatever they
right,
want to be. So this isn't a bad angle to lean into because again, it is kind of vague. It's like, okay, so I'm good at fitness. Ooh, like
right,
you can move with that. So to
right,
have something to lean into while you get a footing is, smart.
right.
I don't judge you, girl. Go
Um,
for it.
we'll see. I think we're kind of getting we're gonna see her um get out of the kind of super positive energy and into a heel character, which
I
I
would
think will
love
be
that.
fun.
Because I would love it if she took the fitness journey more to
Like a
like a Rocky.
perfectionism,
Oh,
like
that, yeah, but just like the like
mm,
like
I get that.
fisticuffs.
I can see that.
Like,
I can see that.
yeah.
Um,
Oh, I
uh,
love that.
Next, I have Mason Holiday.
Mm-hmm.
The big call outs for her. She's from Howard University. She's a runner. She's a track star. And yeah, but yeah. Other than that, she's got mad confidence. I enjoyed her in the one match we've seen her in. Other than that, we haven't heard much, haven't seen much.
Yeah.
So
Valedictorian of Howard University though is
right,
crazy. Like that
that's
is and
awesome.
you know how some people you're just like, damn, that too? Like
Right. Anything
wrestler,
else?
like,
100%
valedictorian of like a very historic, like one of the most incredible HBCUs, like
ever? Yeah.
damn. Like, okay, girl, like wow.
Ugh, amen. Yeah, so I'm excited to see more of her. I think nothing but upside. She's crazy athletic,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, and I just want to see more.
Yep.
So we'll see. Next, Jordan Oasis. Um,
Girl,
I was waiting for this. Go ahead.
I literally voice mode Xavier and I was like, I have to be mean for a second because I didn't want to be mean here, but I just hate this. I hate this character. I'm so sorry, Jordan. I hate this. I hate it so bad. I hate the of like I'm a man who needs to find myself, therefore I walk around with a backpack.
Right.
Girl, what is that? I don't care about that. I hate that. I hate you are not Forrest Gump, girl.
I
Like
don't want your dirty bag.
I don't want your dirty bag on the ring post. And even when I got so pissed when he like got his ass beat, I forget which match it was. And then someone was helping him out and he said, "No, my backpack, wait." And I was like, "Ugh.
Not the
Girl,
fatal
nothing
flaw
is
being
in
the backpack.
it pisses me off that like the character, this is like to me, sorry, this is to me the worst type of man. Oh, I need to go out and find myself, so I always carry a bag. What's in there? Other than and then a toothbrush that I know the bristles are flat because you're brushing too hard. And and what, like two Hanes t-shirts?
Girl.
What's going on? I just hate it. I'm sorry. And I just think they're this what are we doing with this? What are
Oh,
like am I know I'm being over dramatic, but I just
well,
it
my thing
really
is like, okay, like where the whole point is like you're like a nomad, and you travel from place to place, but we're gonna see you same place, same time every week.
girl, right, like it doesn't even give that where it's like he should be just like wandering in like, "Oh, hey, like
Right,
I hitched a ride
100%.
here." The
I would
character,
prefer if you gave me this aloof stoner
yes.
than like than just like guy in like trying to have listen, he's trying to have his like call to the wild moment and we know how that ended. So like let's
And
move on.
and I think he even said like I have a great life and a wonderful family and whatever, and I just said whatever.
Call the
And it's
wild.
ooh, I hate it.
Right.
It's so annoying. Like, sorry. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry to this man.
But you were not Jack London. Moving
Again,
on.
thank you. Yeah, again, just please, like the if he had leaned into the I literally just hitchhiked here. I came in and I'm not even 100% sure what I'm doing. And even taking hits like a chainsaw Charlie where it's like, whoa, like
Right.
that would be more interesting to me than just I walk in with a backpack, but that had lends nothing to the story other than there's a backpack here.
Yeah.
Like there
Other
it's
than there's a backpack here
other
now.
than
You're
the
so right.
I'm sorry. Like,
No, you're
because
right. You're
oh,
100% correct.
I
I
don't like
no
it.
no notes. No
Thank you.
notes.
Thank you.
So um clearly for Kelsey, he's gonna need a revamp.
I'm
Next,
sorry, sir. I am. Please remember I'm not in wrestling. I never will be. And
yeah, I hope you figure it out soon, sir.
yeah, God
Next
bless.
we have Layla Diggs. She is a former gymnast. I think she looks great. Her story was kind of like I don't super love this, but like I struggled with self-confidence, and you're just like, yeah, but like you're a wrestler, like get over that. Like
Uh, yeah.
the whole thing of wrestling, and RVD said this once in an interview, is every wrestling promo is like I think I'm the best and my shit don't stank. Like that is the whole
Period.
promo. Like I don't want to
Period.
hear. I personally am not looking for your self growth, like whatever from like a pro wrestling storyline. Like I'm not looking. I'm looking for characters that are like flawed in that like they're flawed in like bombastic ways because it's a theater.
Bombastic.
It's not a like I'm not looking for your nuance here. I'm like
Yeah, and I was gonna say, like, yes, does that kind of story, like, is it interesting in other avenues? Like, sure, like I had to overcome whatever, but like this is wrestling, girl. Like
yeah, I would like it
every
if you had it, then lost it, and then had to get it back again. That's one
yes.
thing. But to
Yes,
be
like
like, I just don't have confidence, and you're just like, oh, then why should I care about you?
right, okay,
Is
then
my
well, because also, girl, me either. Like
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying
we
to
fake
live
it till we make
vicariously
it
through
out
you.
here. Yeah,
Hello?
girl.
Like I'm watching television
You
right
can't
now.
be down here with me, girl. You're up there. Like, we can't be down here together.
No, I can't exalt you if you're next to me. Damn.
I swear. If we're holding hands, who's up there? It's you and
Amen.
I.
Amen. So hopefully she finds her confidence because I would
Yeah.
love to see it.
Yeah, same.
Speaking of somebody who has no shortage of confidence, that's going to be Chantel Monroe.
The
She,
debutante.
yeah, the debutante, the show-stopping diva. I think this character is, I think, fine for now. I think you can kind of get away with the spoiled rich girl for a certain amount of time,
Mm-hmm.
until we find something a little bit deeper. But yeah, I'm
Yep.
okay with it for now. I think it's
Me
fun.
too. Yeah,
Yeah,
and everyone was doing this in the audience when she came out
yeah, that's what I'm
because she has
saying.
the mirror. So I was like, all right, girl, get into it.
Right.
And
So,
you could take it to like a dark place where it's like now I'm like seeing like everyone else's reflection. Like now I'm the reflection. Like you can take it into an interesting place
yeah,
if you really want to tumbleweed through it. Like I think again, like you said, it's a good thing to lean into at this time.
right.
Like,
I agree. Next is Hayes Jemison. Very like influenced by Dennis Rodman, which was an interesting name I
mm,
haven't heard in a hot minute.
yeah.
Um, uh, Volleyball background, rookie. My one note, and it's the only thing I really remember, is why she came out looking like Bella Thorne. Because she looked like Bella Thorne.
Oh my God, she did. Oh no.
You can't
See,
unsee it now, right?
oh no. I forgot. First of all, this is such a sin. I'm so sorry to Miss Jameson, but I forgot who, like, visually who she was for a second. And then once you said that, I went, oh,
Right.
oh yeah, because it was really, really chunky glitter in some places I haven't seen it in a minute. And do
Right.
I love a chunky glitter girl? I certainly do. But I was like, I'm not one to judge. But I was like, is her whole like she almost gives Kesha. Like, is her character just Kesha in the
Mm,
TikTok era?
love that.
Like just a
I
lot of
hope so.
glitter, bleach blonde hair, kind of high and confused.
Yeah.
Like is the haze the weed and the Jameson is the drink? She's just crossfaded.
Ooh.
Like her her you know when you're crossfaded and you're just like
There's a character in Mortal Kombat whose name is Boraicho, which literally just means drunk in Spanish.
work.
And his style of fighting is the drunken fist. And I
Okay,
just
period. And that's
and
I
I just
love
think that's
that.
perfect. She can
And
roll with that.
I think maybe her finisher should be like kind of like a crossroads, but call it crossfade. Come
Mm.
on, girl.
Never get that on PG television, but yeah. We, we love to see it.
Swear,
Um,
yeah. Save it for the pay-per-view, girl.
and next we have Sam Holloway. This is one of those bullied turn bully storylines. I am impressed by his athleticism. I think he's just another brick shit house of a man.
Yeah.
Um, but again, as far as a character, need more.
Oh, yeah.
Need more.
I'm the bully who bullies. Okay, girl.
Yeah.
Whatever you say, baby.
Right. So we'll see. Next I have Draco Knox. That is former football player, left football to pursue wrestling full time. He sees this as his like lottery ticket. Basically, big bald bearded ginger.
Yes.
Is
Oh,
the
yes, yes, yes.
yeah.
This is the one where I was like, his family might be there because people were holding signs that were like Knox fan club or like things like
Right. Yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah. Maybe they was like close to his house or he's local or
Yeah. Also, people attending Evolve, this is the time to bring back signs because you're really not blocking anybody.
right.
If we want to
Ooh,
go crazy with the signs, this is the time, girl.
I
Because I feel
love
like now
that.
we're all too socially anxious to do it because we don't want to block people's views. Let's bring back some signs at Evolve because you can.
Right. I love
Do what
that.
we can't.
Right. No, 100%. And get creative. We love to see it.
Please.
Next I have Tate Wilder. Basically just your typical cowboy kind of theme. We've seen it, the guns, in the 90s, Murdoch and Cade in like the early 2000s. Like, your
Yeah.
typical cowboy kind of character.
But I did say the jeans with the chap leggings is a no. He
Well,
wrestled in like jeans, but like tight fitting chaps. And I was like, this, I don't understand.
right.
Like
Is
I
that
know
like you
the
can't be comfortable?
I know the shtick is cowboy, but the chaps were literally they almost look like orthopedic like compression chaps where
Okay,
they were like
girl.
and like good for you, I guess. Like, you wear those on an airplane, you'll be set. But like I was like, it's no.
It's no.
It's
It's no for
no.
me.
It's no.
We'll see what that turns into. Hopefully, there is more to the cowboy than just being a cowboy.
And you can't
Um,
go wrong with cowboys sometimes. Like I feel like you can, that's
you could
another
always throw
thing.
one in the mix as far as
The
wrestling is
girlies,
concerned.
absolutely. There's always a place for cowboy the same way there's always a place for the mob. It has to be done right. Like
Right.
Yellowstone, the girlies love Yellowstone right now. Like we can definitely lean
Right.
into some cowboy-esque something.
Right.
Just that, please get real chaps at this point. Like
Right.
I don't
Please.
know what those were, but it's
Please.
no.
It's no. Next I have Tyson DuPont and Tyreek Igwe. They are a tag team that has some experience in TNA. I thought they were great. A fun tag team. I have a
Oh
note that just
yeah.
says Tyson is thick with like three
Oh,
C's. So
yeah,
I know I meant it. So
the
I would
C's add validity.
right. I would just love to see more of that. I would love to see a tag team division develop
Yes. Oh
and
my
kind of
God,
see
yeah.
where that goes. I think that'll be fun to watch from the ground up because realistically, like a lot of unless they came into this ish as a tag team, we'd really be like making tag teams as we go. So that would be interesting.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Um, Next, I have Aria Bennett. Don't really know, don't have too much notes on her other than she's recently been teaming with Layla Diggs. Um,
Yeah.
Other than that, like they've made themselves a cute little tag team after a couple of losses. So they
Mm.
try to turn their luck around.
Turn
Next,
your luck
there's Calix,
around.
who we found out just before recording is referee Jessica Carr. Who knew? Not me. That's for sure.
I looked it
Um,
up because we were debating about her mask, like if Calyx was supposed to be a cat or something else. To me, the fit is weird. I just saw it again and I was like, what is this? It's like,
right. And
no
that's the one
offense,
I
but
said reminded me of when Hermione took the polyjuice potion that was the cat hair. And that's that, yes, yes,
oh, it's all coming back. It's all coming back. Wow. Okay,
yeah.
T. No, you're certainly correct. I will say, I don't know what I'm sorry to this girl, but I don't know what that Charlotte Russe lace top was. I don't understand.
Yeah, that was crazy.
The
And
weird,
it feels like the mask is just like, oh, is it because you've been on WWE television and you don't
and
want
you're
us to know like that it's you? But like,
because it now when I was looking at it, it was like it looks like like a Trojan soldier mask or like an MF Doom mask or like some sort of Norse mythology mask. But then again, the lace black tank and the black, like it makes no sense. Like I don't know. And is Calyx something? Like is that a god or something? Like I don't know. I don't understand and it didn't make sense to me.
yeah.
Sorry to this girl. Sorry to
So
this
yeah,
woman.
we'll see what that is. I honestly have more questions than answers for you all. Timothy Thatcher, former Evolve champion, also spent some time in NXT. Not one for looks or pleasantries. Here for the bruising.
And I like that.
Yeah, you know what I mean. We love the strong but silent type.
Hmm.
So next I
I
have
said, I also said Timothy just bending the girls into pretzels.
no,
I don't
yeah,
know why I have that note, but then also something that says
because he
talk to,
does. That's kind of his wrestling style. Like,
yeah, and also I guess they at during this match they talked about the Wrestling with Shadows documentary. I'm assuming,
they do.
yeah,
Because of the way that Timothy wrestles is very similar to the way that Stu Hart stretches people. So
and that'll do it.
that's why
And
they
that'll do
reference that.
it. Sorry, anytime I hear something that I actually know
No,
about, I
I
have
get
to write
it.
it down because
I
I'm
get it.
like, it
Listen,
happens so few and far
listen,
between.
make those connections, baby.
Thank
Um,
you.
Next I have Zeta Steele, the real deal. She is the first WWE ID pick, and she has aligned herself with Swipe Right. Just kind of your general party girl is kind of the vibe, I guess. Um,
I like the where she says she's from someplace you can't afford. I think that's
right.
kind of funny. Those hair extensions,
Yeah,
girl. We need to
right.
talk about those hair extensions. And I don't even need to say anything else because you know. I know that you know.
Because based on the prior statement, the next statement should not exist.
Thank you. And again, I'm so sorry. I don't want to judge people specifically just on how they look, but it was legitimately distracting. Like I was like, especially if your whole shtick is like, I'm so rich, I'm not even gonna tell you where I live because you can't afford it, then we can certainly afford more
Mhm.
better hair extensions or
Yeah.
ones that are blended better.
Girl,
Because it was like, this is the hair, her real hair, and then it was like a block of
mm,
just
100%.
I'm so sorry, Diva. I love the idea of the character. That can't we can't do that.
We
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 can't do
cannot
that.
do that. We cannot do that.
Who knows? Maybe when the budget goes up, we'll see. Next we have Bryce Donovan. I have him as the silent bouncer looking guy.
Who was
Also,
sitting through the episodes, right? Like the first four episodes, he was just sitting outside the
yeah, standing
VIP.
there all crazy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, huge arms for some reason aligned with swipe right.
Makes no
Uh,
sense.
yeah, one of those like deceptively massive people. You know what I mean? Like
Yes, like he looked like he
I
was gonna be a string bean.
right, and then like he took all. It's like in like Dragon Ball Z when Master Roshi, who's like this old guy, is just like whatever, and then he takes off his shirt and he's ripped to shreds. He's got like a
Ripped.
fucking 10 pack, and you're like, what the fuck?
Holy
What?
shit.
Yeah, but
You?
it felt very that.
It's Iroh. It's Iroh in Avatar The Last
And
Airbender.
yes, yes, yes. So it was very just like, oh, okay. But yeah, big guy, big boots. That's
Hair
kind of
flip
yeah.
on point. I need to know the routine.
Oh
Drop the
God,
routine because actually his hair is
silky smooth.
gorgeous,
Wow, yeah.
silky, pressed, shiny, and that
Right.
flip he's been rehearsing that flip for
Oh,
a minute, and it's
100, and it
working for
shows.
me. It's working for me. I won't lie.
100%. And the last person I have, and I definitely may have missed some, is Ice Williams. Which
Oh
again
yeah,
wasn't he was really only in that like 4-on-4 match, that 8-man tag. I just hate that his name is clearly because he's into cold plunges and cryotherapy. And I think that's so lazy. I
that's
just
so weird. I like ice in my water. Ice Williams,
I was like,
not like
I
ice
like
pick
my shower cold, so that's my personality. Get a grip, girl. That can't be it.
girl.
That can't be it.
And can it be like ice? Like I am a because he was like all smiles and glee. No, like can't you have like an icy, frosty
Well, he was starting
personality?
to like he was getting like recruited by like Swipe Right, and then he was like, nah, no, thank you.
Oh
And
yeah, yeah, yeah,
then
yeah,
yeah, but I don't know. It's just like I again another one that we haven't really seen much of as far as like getting to talk or any of that jazz. So
yeah,
more to come. More to come.
yeah.
Do you have anybody that I have missed?
I don't think so.
Any moments you wanted to call out but we breezed past?
Um, Stone called Wendy Choo the sleepy psycho.
The what?
The sleepy psycho, me.
Love that.
And then the other thing was somebody said, who is this about? Maybe Draco Knox hates the grind but takes pride in being a hard worker. That's us.
Amen. Amen. That's wow.
Why? No, I literally was because they do that thing where they're showing it and there's like little blips on the side of the
Hmm.
screen so you can like get to
I
know
love that.
people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because they said that like uh Jack Cartwheel or whatever,
His
his
great
like
grandfather
great friend
invented the
invented the
cartwheel.
cartwheel, and then Pete Rosenberg was like, "Do you think that's true?" And Robert Stone was like, "No."
I love their
I
little
think that's funny.
dynamic. I
I
love that like they just kind of roast Robert Stone for not being a wrestler anymore.
I know, and it's they kept roasting him for going to Kane University and how Pete Rosenberg was like, I don't even think that's a real place. And I was like, girl, it's like right down the street from where I live. Like not right
Yeah,
down the street, but it's pretty close to me.
right.
But I was like really surprised to see Pete Rosenberg there. But again, I'm like really not up on the times. Like so I'm sure other people knew before I did, but I was like, Pete Rosenberg. I was like, what are you doing here, girl? I did
That's
not
so
expect to see you.
That's so funny. But that has been our first episode of Devolve. Let us know what you guys think. Are you guys excited about the show as well? I think it's going to be a grand old time watching these people the process of becoming. Um, so yeah,
Yeah, the process of becoming. No, me too.
I think it's gonna be great. Um, yeah. Any final thoughts?
I'm just excited. And also, guys, just know if any of the wrestlers are watching, take this all in jest. We're just two people who sit and talk about wrestling.
I
We
know.
love you all.
Don't beat us up. We're
Don't beat
we're
us
we're
up.
we're
We're
just
just,
being
it's all a
silly,
good
goofy
time.
gals.
Yes. And please let us know, anyone listening, what you guys think, what your first impressions are. Who's your favorite wrestlers, tag teams, link ups? Who do you want to see fight? I would love to know.
Amen, amen. And if you
Inquiring
have, or
minds.
if you've seen these people out on the independent circuit, we'd love to know about that too.
Oh yeah, give us the tea.
So,
Like,
amen. All right, guys. This has been the first episode of Devolve, where WWE talent levels up and we slowly lose our minds trying to keep up. For Kelsey, I am Xavier, and we will catch you on the next one.
we'll see you there.
Bye.
Bye.